Good morning, Houston. I'm KHOU 11 meteorologist Kim Castro. I've been tracking the showers all morning long. We're still under a weather impact alert. What that means for you is you're going to have some impacts on the morning commute. It's going to be slower with the heavy rain and some wind factored in there. It's going to reduce your visibility. So just keep that in mind. Check your windshield wipers before you hit the road. If they're not working properly, maybe you can work from home for a couple of hours until this passes through. This is a loop over the last 2 hours, so we've been tracking anywhere between moderate rainfall down I-45 to heavy rain from 290 down to the Katy freeway. That's where we're seeing the most impacts right now. Brenham to Columbus, Katy to Sugar Land. We're talking about rainfall rates that are 2, 3, even 4 inches per hour, and because of that, there is a flood advisory that lasts until 11 o'clock. I took radar off so you could see which areas have that highest potential to see flash flooding impacts. It's going to be Brenham, Industry, Hempstead, and Navasota. So if you are coming from any of these spots, working your way towards downtown, you know some of the areas that usually give you trouble, look for those again this morning. Pushing closer to downtown, we've seen the rain now filling in Harris County. So this includes Cypress, Spring, the big airport down to A-Leaf, and the Loop starting to see the shower activity right now too. So the Heights, Hawthorne Place, Spring Valley, Bel Air, you're going to see the shower activity any second now. And so right now, if you're coming in to work, if you work at 9 to 5 downtown, it's not a great time to be hitting the roads. You're going to be slowed down a little bit with the slick commute. Timing this out is moving towards the southeast at around 40 miles an hour. So Missouri City, your impacts are coming up here in the next 5 minutes or so. Hobby Airport, if you were trying to catch a flight today, leave a little bit earlier so you're not rushing to get to where you're going. About 8:45 is when the heaviest rain should be impacting Hobby. Brookside Village just a few minutes after that, and then LaPorte by about 9 o'clock in the morning. When does all of it get out of here? By about 10:30, 11 o'clock. Galveston Island, the heaviest rain gets to you by 10. We could see some residual rain bands after that until about 11 o'clock in the morning, but things definitely settle down once the main energy, so those deeper reds, pass through here. I think the weather impact to downtown wraps up here in about 20 minutes. Then you'll just see some lighter showers lingering. That's going to be what we're going to track throughout the morning. So the highest rain chance happening right now. Throughout the afternoon, still an isolated chance to see shower activity, but I think with the line that's passed through this morning, we've used up quite a bit of energy, so the atmosphere is not going to have a whole lot to work with as we head into the lunch hour or even into the commute home. There's a chance you run into a pocket of rain, but it's not going to be widespread rain like we're tracking this morning. So here's a good depiction of what's happening right now. It's going to take about an hour, hour and a half for all of that to get towards the island. And then behind that, yeah, there's a couple leftover rain bands, but for the most part, things lighten up. We're going to stay cloudy today and on the cooler side because we're tracking the rain showers. That's the one benefit of having the rain cooled air is that temperatures are going to be a little bit cooler than they typically are. So there's a snapshot of this evening, 8:30. You could see an isolated shower, but the biggest threat is happening this morning. We do have an elevated flood risk. It's the lowest threat, a 1 on the 1 to 4 scale, but you could see those high water spots because of the rainfall rates we're tracking this morning. So this is a look at Washington County. If you live in any of these neighborhoods, perhaps you live on Mustang Road, you've already received 2 inches of rainfall, and this is a rain gauge. So these gauges are in people's homes. This isn't radar estimates. Looking at Percy Howard Road, this is for Walker County, or Lake Falls Road. That's where I saw those heaviest rain totals, 3 to 4 inches. And that's why, Jen, we're keeping a close eye on the potential of high water spots, localized flooding. It's a lot of rain in a pretty short amount of time.
Yeah, and I mean, it's easy for folks to get carried away. I mean, better off if you just stay put and just wait for it to move through, because you're saying it's not going to take too long. Yeah, okay, so we'll do that. I mean, hopefully you have the option to do so, but you can see how widespread the rain is this morning, and I'm glad to hear that it might not be so widespread for your drive home. Brookshire, Katy right now, especially inside of 99, lots of traffic that you're dealing with all the way past Highway 6. Highway 6 is even busy itself. We still have some traffic lights that are out, so if you run into those, please treat them as a four-way stop. You see the considerable amount of traffic we have on the North Loop, also in downtown Houston, northeast part of town right now along the Beltway, seeing some heavy rain conditions. Our live pictures will start at 99 in Cypress Rose Hill. I know that a lot of you have stayed put because I'm not seeing as much traffic or as many traffic accidents as I thought I was going to see, so keep up the good work. North Beltway crowded here at Aldine Westfield. This is by IAH, so the big airport. You heard Kim Castro talk about Hobby needing more time to get to either airport because you're either dealing with congestion or slippery road conditions or both. I-10 Katy Freeway at Bingle. This incident sits in the managed lanes, hugging the shoulders, involving a bus. So it's enough of a distraction that it will be slow going as you approach Spring Branch. This is what it looks like on the 610 North Loop right near the Hardy. Typically busy, but it's heavy in both directions, and that wraps all the way to 290. I-10 East Freeway, your look at Mercury if you're leaving Channelview. It's cloudy skies, obviously, but drier on your road conditions. And current drive times out of Baytown, 35 minutes. If you are leaving Sugar Land, you'll need 43 minutes. And looking ahead to the weekend, there's no road work that you have to be concerned with as all of the projects have been held off as we recover from the hurricane. Be safe.